Monday, May 6, 2024. Good morning. Time for the news that matters most. I'm Deandrea Hamilton. It's a Magnetic Media production.
He's wanted. From Grace Bay to Cooperjack Bay, North Caicos to South Caicos, he's wanted in all neighborhoods and communities for taking the stress out of home buying, for having intel on every hot property. He's Ramon Andrews of White Rock Realty, the most wanted realtor around. If contacted, your reward is your perfect luxury home and investment properties. To make a move, call 649-331-3000. Visit whiterockrdm.com.
The U.S. Senate is now taking an interest in the case of 4 Americans facing severe jail time for possession of bullets. The most recent court proceeding this past Friday involved American citizen Brian Hagerich. The legions of people supporting him as he stares down a possible 12 years in TCI prison for violating the firearms ordinance will all have to wait until the end of this month to learn his fate. The judge, Tanya Loban-Jackson, says she needs time to consider the arguments presented. The public prosecutor, unflinching, calling for the full weight of the law regarding possession, which is 12 years in prison minimum. The defense saying, consider the situation, that the bullets are unique to his hunting rifle left back in the States. None of the bullets were missing, and that he is an upstanding citizen, not in the TCI for criminal activity, but on holiday with his family. Meanwhile, those close to the U.S. Senate are asking questions about the 4 Americans and how other cases have been handled in the past.
Our daughter was on the plane and they took them off the plane. Do you know where the people are?
She called and then she said that they cut a fence so they can get them out, and then we haven't been able to get a hold of her since.
The words of a panicked parent and one example of the chaos that criminals making malicious bomb threats on the Turks and Caicos airports are causing. The family was one of many residents waiting anxiously outside the Providenciales International Airport on Sunday after bomb threats were yet again filed against it. Simultaneously, threats were also made against the Jags McCartney International Airport in Grand Turk. The couple, speaking to Wilkie Arthur, Magnetic Media Court correspondent, said they'd also spoken to pilots who were frustrated with the delay and called on TCIG to partner with the UK to find the people behind the threats. It was the 6th in 10 days. This morning, a 16-year-old is being described as a suspect by police, having been caught in a car with adults where a gun was present. Last Thursday, police were tipped off about a blue Honda Fit vehicle transporting 5 men and intercepted it exiting 5 Keys around 2:30. 2 men immediately ran from the vehicle while the other 3, including that minor, were detained. Upon searching both the car and the men, a firearm and rounds of ammunition were recovered. The men were held near Sunny Foods, according to eyewitnesses. Video shows the child handcuffed to an elder in his board shorts, dressed for the warm weather. Should this go to trial, it is unclear how judges will approach mandatory 12-year sentencing for a kid. The news that matters most, Magnetic Media.
TCI Informal Settlements Unit frequently asks questions. How do I know if my area is scheduled for reclamation? A notice will be placed on the property and also published in the Gazette, informing you of the offense and course of action in the case of non-compliance. For more information, call the Informal Settlements Unit 344-0478 or visit their website www.isutci.com and follow on social media at ISUTCI.
Consultation on the multi-sector agency regulator for your Turks and Caicos utility sector continues, and the Energy and Utilities Department urges you to tell them what you think. The regulator will give oversight to telecommunications, petroleum retailers and wholesalers, water and sewerage, and energy. Get and review the draft policy and email your feedback to regulatoryconsultation@gov.tc. That's regulatoryconsultation@gov.tc. The brand new office of the Department of Rehabilitation and Community Supervision has been officially opened with a ceremony last Thursday. Director Jerron Harvey.
If all of us work together to create a wraparound approach to the social ills plaguing our country, we can address them one family at a time. As we stand here today at the grand opening of our office, I can't help but to think of the many seeds that will be planted in and through this office. Seeds of hope, redemption, resilience, seeds of discipline, change, and supportive services.
Under the theme Believe in Change, the evolution of rehabilitation was commended by both the Chief Justice Mabel Ajimang as chair of the Criminal Justice Stakeholder Group and Governor Delini Daniel Selvaratnam. Both offices are promising support in the management of offenders to reduce recidivism and undergird a healthy re-entry to society. Measles is back in the Turks and Caicos. The Ministry of Health and Human Services confirms there are 2 suspected cases recorded in Providenciales. It's an airborne disease, and it said the measles virus can live for up to 2 hours in the air where the infected person coughed or sneezed. If one person has it, up to 90% of people close to that person who are not immune will also become infected, experts say. Residents are therefore asked to stay on high alert. More news right after this. Magnetic Media, the power of attraction.
You hear that? That's unlimited WhatsApp and Facebook with Flow's new unlimited prepaid plans. Flow is giving you exclusive data to post, like, and share all you want on Facebook and talk. Message or video call all your faves on WhatsApp. Have endless fun when you activate Flow's hot new 30-day plan for just $40 a month and unlock unlimited social media messaging, unlimited Facebook, unlimited WhatsApp, unlimited possibilities. Dial *129# to activate today. Conditions apply.
Beginning today, all willing Turks and Caicos residents on Providenciales will be able to take part in the Reaching the Streets initiative aimed at equipping us as a community with the tools to recognize struggling youth and to effectively lead them away from criminal activity, including gangs. Magnetic Media caught up with one of the guest presenters, Landlord. He was supporting the National Men's March in the Bahamas last weekend at the time. He says he's pumped about Reaching the Streets and the partnership he has now with TCI leaders.
Why I am going on this trip, because the older men that came before me who have, fed me, poured into my life, they saw what I have became because of the knowledge that they have poured into me, and they want to be able to replicate that same thing in Turks and Caicos, because if it has worked for me, it can work for them too.
See the police Facebook page for dates and times. Again, everyone is invited to glean from this event aimed at disruption and intervention. Weather today in the Turks and Caicos Islands, scattered thunderstorms with a high at 81 degrees. The chance of rain 50% tonight. Variable clouds with some showers at times, perhaps a rumble or two of thunder, especially early. The low will get to 75 degrees, and again, that chance of rain remains at 50%. That does it for News in the Morning edition. We're back at midday with more TCI Top Stories.